Right before our eyes is the heart of Guangzhou, a modern, futuristic urban CBD. But behind this gate, across the street, lies a hidden parallel world. It's totally different from the modern city we just saw. Once you step inside, you might even question what you know about China. Seen from above, it's ruthlessly surrounded by shining, orderly skyscrapers. The area in the middle looks like a crumpled patch. It's made of countless small, rundown, and chaotic buildings. They are packed tightly onto a tiny patch of land. It looks like a giant urban mosaic, a maze with no way out. Today, follow my camera. Let's step into this parallel world and see what it's really like inside. The people sitting at the entrance are usually local landlords. They are waiting for tenants. Let's continue further in. Near the entrance, there's a small fire station and a parcel locker. From here, we are about to officially enter the parallel world. Looking back, at the end of the street, that's modern Guangzhou. The village entrance is the best location. Everyone living inside has to pass through here, so the place is full of various shops. This parallel world is Guangzhou's urban village, a village surrounded by the modern city. It's a product of a clash between rapid urban expansion and rural land ownership. Urbanization spread rapidly. The government requisitioned the villagers' farmland. It was turned into city construction land, but the villagers' residential plots were preserved. To maximize rental income, villagers kept building upwards. They added floors on their extremely limited land. Lacking unified planning and management, this landscape was formed, unplanned, ultra-high-density architecture. Food is the most vibrant part of the urban village. Prices here feels like they are from 10 years ago. It is a stark contrast to the outside CBD. There is a rich variety of food in here, and the prices are quite low. You can see rice noodle rolls everywhere for 50 cents, wonton noodles for $1.5, and all kinds of fast food meals for just $2 or $3. This simple lunch today cost me about $1.9. After finishing lunch, let's really head inside. Once you enter inside, the sunlight quickly disappears. Even though it's 2 p.m., you wouldn't be able to tell. When you are inside, you will lose your sense of real time. The dense buildings almost block out all the sunlight. In many areas, the sun never shines. Even the temperature here is 5 degrees Celsius lower than outside. The buildings are extremely close to each other, with distances of only a few dozen centimeters or even closer. You could almost shake hands with someone in the building opposite if you stand by the window. Therefore, these buildings are vividly called handshake buildings. Look up to the sky. The sky is cut into thin, windy strips by the dense buildings, called a strip of sky. Sunlight has a hard time penetrating the layers of concrete, making the streets on the ground floor seem dim and cold even at noon. The alleys here are narrow and dim, with a damp smell in the air all year around. Above the alleys, there are crisscrossing wires and various pipes, vividly called the spider web. Transportation here mainly relies on electrical bikes and walking. Many alleys are so narrow that they can only accommodate two people walking side by side. The roads inside are so complex as a maze, and it's easy to get lost. Although the environment is harsh and extremely crowded, it has all the basic functions of daily life, and the cost of living here is far lower than modern city outside. Therefore, many people with low incomes choose to live here. In terms of housing, this place has huge price advantages. In downtown Guangzhou, for a single person living alone, a normal single room in a regular residential complex might cost about $300 to $400, while a one-bedroom apartment could reach about $500 to $700. But here, you can rent a single room for just $100, and a one-bedroom apartment generally only costs about $200 to $300. Living here offers another huge advantage: extremely convenient transportation. This place is located right in the center of the city. It is very convenient to go anywhere. Right at the village entrance are a subway station and a large bus station. Within a 3 kilometers radius, there are all kinds of modern large shopping malls, supermarkets, stadiums, hotels, and more.
我现在他写的上嘛，我现在很正。你们感觉像是雾蒙蒙的，是本来这还是灰呀？
喂，那个切这里好油。
怎么会这么长？
As I was observing in the alley, a local landlady called out to me. She wanted to show me her house. Let's go take a look together.
在哪里啊？
Since it was quite a distance, she gave me a ride on her small e-bike. Her house is on the sixth floor inside, with no elevator. Let's take a look at what this apartment is like. This is a typical handshaking building apartment. It is way too close to the building opposite. The monthly rent for this apartment is $145. Just after coming downstairs, another landlord invited me to see her house. She has an apartment for $200 per month.
这一栋。我自己上去吧，还是你？你自己上去好不好？行，我自己上去，免得你跑。
This is on the seventh floor, the top floor, and similarly, there is no elevator. This apartment costs $200 per month. It has better views and ventilation than the previous one. The apartment is more spacious, and some of the furniture seems a bit newer and better. Do you think it's worth it? Finally, let's go look at one more for $290 per month. This is a six-floor apartment with excellent light and ventilation. It's very precious in an urban village, so the rent is relatively higher. In an urban village, rents shows a clear difference depending on ventilation and lighting conditions. This house is actually really nice, but the price is a bit high, nearly $300. If you want better living conditions, you have to pay a higher price. On this plot of land, measuring just 0.31 square kilometers, there are about 100,000 permanent residents. A massive amount of trash is produced every day. It is all collected in these small garbage stations. There are many such small garbage stations throughout the village. Recyclable items in the trash are usually taken away very quickly by people. This is all income. Many buildings here use smart access control systems with facial recognition for management. Many e-commerce merchants also choose to rent rooms here to use as warehouses because of the cheap rent. The village is filled with various small courier stations, and most of them are self-service. Now it's time for us to leave. Let's go back to that modern parallel world. I discovered a small sports ground with some fitness equipment, a basketball court, and table tennis tables. Two elderly people were playing table tennis there. It looked like they played not bad. Over here, a group of people were playing cards. They looked very happy. Finally, we walked out of those narrow, dark, damp, and crowded alleys, feeling like we had instantly returned from night to day. There is a small park at the west entrance of the village, and next to the park is a kindergarten. I think this might be the best location in the entire village. These are the people living in this parallel world. They are all working hard and living well. Outside the parallel world are modern cities and high-end office buildings. Inside the parallel world is the survival logic of ordinary people. These two words seem incompatible, but in reality, they are interdependent. It is chaotic, crowded, and dark, incompatible with the modern metropolis. But it is also inclusive, cheap, and convenient, providing affordable living space for low-income earners. This is the urban village, a place full of contradictions and tension. Welcome back to the modern world. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.